Hey guys, it's Ken. How you doing? Happy Saturday. I know it's been a week since I have been here on my channel with a video because I've been here all week long. And that here is in my classroom, getting ready for another school year. So take a look around. This is going to be us for the next 180 days. We have a job chart, a schedule, a calendar, and a bunch of other stuff. We have a flag, a very empty billboard, soon to be filled up with work. In case you're wondering, yes, we do have lights. I just like working in the dark. This will be a cozy reading area when it's all completed. I bought some beach chairs and I acquired a wooden bench yesterday from another teacher with storage. Lots of new posters, another blank billboard, lots of things to kill germs, a birthday wall. Speaking of wall, there's the wall of me. Check it out. My first teaching job here was in 2007. There's me in my first class ever. Then, oh, announcement.
If you have the silver ladder, please return it to the media center immediately. Thank you.
I don't have the silver ladder, but I do have pictures. So 2007, 2008, and then it moves around. I taught pre-K for a couple of years here. Then kindergarten, 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 first grade, and first grade. And there's me. Can you guys find me? I'm right there. In kindergarten, Thorn Lake Elementary School, 1976 to 1977. We have cubbies, and right past the cubbies is our garden. I was thrilled to have windows again, so lots of natural light coming in. We have rosemary growing, green peppers. We have a little pepper right there already growing, another small one right there, and some beautiful basil, and some science books. This was the teacher desk. I got rid of the teacher desk because I don't sit at the desk anyway. So here's my teacher desk. It's tiny, but it's all I need. And a phone. And computers. Speaking of computers, right over there, got something fun to show you. Last December, Ancestry.com had a great Black Friday deal for Christmas on their DNA test kits. So Bridget bought each of us our own kit, and my results are in. It says, welcome Kenneth. View full results. What I like about this is that there's a timeline at the bottom, which is really cool. But before we get to that, here are my results. I am 45% Southern European, mostly Greek, Turkey, and Albania. And what's fun, you go down here, you can go all the way back to 1775. Watch how the map changes. So there's where we were in 1775, 1825, 1850, and watch what happens in 1875. And then finally, in the early 1900s, when everybody immigrated to the United States. Then you can even get closer, and it pinpoints specific areas of where we are. And then finally, I think 25 is the highest it goes. It goes 1925 to 1950. There we go. Then you can also click on DNA matches, people who have matched your DNA. And not surprising, there is my cousins, and a few people on the Greek side. If you wish, you can actually send people messages to connect back to them. And then further down the list, remember up here, 45% Southern European, 11% European Jewish, 7% Scandinavian, 4% from Great Britain. You can see Ireland, Western European, and I'm less than 1% from South Asia. So if I go all the way back to 1775 again, right here, and there's Greece, And let's say we pick right in the center of the country. You can zoom in to specific towns and villages. So if I wanted to go back to that village right here, very easily done. Pretty fascinating. So back to 1925, which again covers the range of 1925 to 1950. Let's go here, zoom in. If you know our family, we do have family still to this day in Detroit, as well as over here in New York and Philadelphia. So, very pleased with the Ancestry.com. Give it a try for yourself. And with that, I think it's time to go home. It is Saturday after all. I'll leave this one open so these guys can get some much needed sun. Hey look, here's my car. My friend Debbie made that for me last year. If you're watching this, thanks Debbie. Oh, one more thing to show you guys. Outside, my door. I realize there aren't very many first grade classrooms that have Rod Sterling Twilight Zone inspired doors, but here's what mine says. It was an inspiration from the opening segment of Twilight Zone. You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Inside is a classroom of sound, a classroom of sight, a classroom of the mind. You are moving into a land of both joy and a love for learning, of things and ideas, family and friends, challenges and victory. You've just crossed over into the first grade zone. Thanks, Rod Sterling. This is the kindergarten hallway. Hey, there's Pete the cat. We love Pete the cat. I used to be way down there, but now I'm here. It poured a while ago. Everything's all now hot, steamy, damp, and muggy. They did have an event here this morning, the final kindergarten play date, as well as a campus cleanup. Our PTA are out here picking up trash and making the place look beautiful for the first day of school. Let's go. And just like that, in the wink of an eye, it's several hours later. We're back home here on my street. I'm gonna end today's video right here, right now. I spent the day in the kitchen cooking, experimenting with a recipe. Here's why. Every year, Pillsbury has this thing called the Pillsbury Bake-Off. It's a contest. You send in your recipe using one of the Pillsbury products, and I have a great idea. I have a wonderful idea right here in my imagination. So I spent the day in the kitchen cooking up samples, playing with the recipe, and the winning prize is a new kitchen and $50,000. And last year the winner got to go on The Kitchen, one of our favorite shows on Food Network, and show off our recipe. I think the recipe part is important, but the biggest part of this is the story tied to the recipe. The idea is how food and family and stories and history are all tied together. So I've got a story also right here. I've already penned it out. I'm gonna wrap it up, send it to my submission, and I can't wait to see if I win. I think I got a pretty good chance. It's a great story and a great recipe. So if I win, that's awesome. Even if I don't win, I'll still share with you guys the recipe after I've submitted it. I don't want to send it to you now because you might take my recipe and you might, enter it for yourself. But anyway, it's Ken wishing you guys well. Thank you for watching today's video. Kind of short, kind of brief. I was in the classroom this morning bright and early and got some errands run on a Saturday. So tomorrow is Sunday, of course, and then back to school Monday with a brand new group of kiddos. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys a little later. Thanks. Bye.